It's December, and that means Ask Dash. Let's get into another one. All right, welcome back to the Ask Dash 2022 series. And this should be episode number 13. If I've done my math correctly and I've got my questions numbered correctly, this should be 13. So today's question comes from someone who's been around for a hot minute. This is Barbecue Mike. Mike changed his name a little while ago, but we'll allow it. Mike says, Dash, have you ever thought about doing a pop-up cook in your area when it's warmer? And if so, what would you cook? He said, no hamburgers or hot dogs or sausage of any type. So see you Wednesday. Mike is a frequent flyer on the live streams. So Mike, here's the thing. In my area, I know that I don't have everything that I need in order to sell to the public. So that's why I've been, I won't say flying under the radar, but that's why I focus more on private events, because I have an agreement with the person whose event it is, and I'm cooking directly for them. I won't say as a favor, but I'm cooking for them. When you sell food to the public, there are other things I have to have. And I can't just do a pop-up and randomly sell food on the corner, because if I do that and a health inspector comes out, they can shut me down. And they will shut me down, and then I'll be shut down. And then there is no, I didn't know, when here I've been served some paperwork saying you can't do that any longer. So taste tester number 1 just got home from work, and I was wondering if he was coming down the driveway, because I heard him just park. Anyway, so that's why I haven't and don't do pop-ups, because in my area it's not like everywhere else, which is it's very unfortunate. Maryland is not very conducive to people who do barbecue. Other places around the country, I can just go someplace and say, I'm gonna cook on this particular corner, and they're like, all right, cool, here you go. Hey, you know what? Pay $50 for a permit. Maryland, that is not the case. If I am to sell food to the public, I have to have a vendor's license. In order to get a vendor's license, I have to go in front of like the city council. And there's so many things, so many hoops to jump through in order to be 100% on board legit. That's why my course of action has still been to do private events, to do smaller events, because I can't afford to do I really can't afford all of the things that are necessary for the state of Maryland in order to be 100% on board. So that is the short answer. The long answer, is there ever really a short answer with me? But if I am going to do a pop-up, what would end up happening would be I would cook ahead of time and just take food with me. Even though you say no hot dogs, hamburgers, or sausage of any type, those would be kind of bread and butter. Like if I were at not a sports event, but like if I was at a baseball game for one of my sons, or a soccer game, like a soccer tournament, or even a football, like pee-wee football in the area, hot dogs and hamburgers are your bread and butter. So in my opinion, and they're easy, and they're simple, and there's not much thought involved with it. They're also easy, simple, and cheap. But if I were going to prepare food ahead of time, I would probably do something that wasn't too costly either. So probably some chicken, some pork. Probably would skip the brisket, or if I did do brisket, I would do a limited amount of brisket, maybe 1 or 2 briskets, just so people can try it and taste it and have it. And then what I would probably tell them is, hey, if you're going to come to the next thing when I do one of these pop-ups, let me know you want brisket ahead of time, place an order, and I'll have it ready for you so that I know what I need to bring. When you're doing a pop-up or a random event, it's really difficult to gauge how much food you're going to need. And one of the other things too is you definitely don't want to overcook and then end up wasting money or time. Actually, I know there's someone who who asked me about, and this is going to be in a future Ask Dash video, but he asked me specifically about what he should do when the food that he has for like a pop-up event, if you want to call it, doesn't sell because of like weather, bad weather. That'll be in a future video. Anyway, thank you guys so very much. Mike, thank you so very much as always for watching. Thanks for leaving a great question. Don't forget to leave your question down below. Don't be bashful. We still have more than half of the month and videos to be filmed so that you can get your question in and get it answered. And hopefully I can talk directly to you in one of the future videos. So like I said, don't be bashful. Please leave your question down below in the comments. Thank you so very much again as always for watching. I'll see you next time.